Happy New Year! Did you get any seed ordering or garden planning done over the holidays? I did. I had 2 weeks off from work, so I spent some time planning out the garden for this season. I still have a little bit more work to do, but I did get some tomato and pepper varieties picked out, and I also did some seed ordering. I think I ordered from 3 or 4 different seed companies. I'm still waiting for a few of those to come in, and once they do, I'll be sure to post a seed haul video showing all the seeds that I ordered. I also participated in a rare tomato seed swap. I usually do that every year because I always get some interesting varieties, so I'm going to be picking out a few of those to grow this season as well. But today I wanted to take a look back at last season again and show you the volunteers that popped up in the garden as well as in the chicken run. I was really surprised so much stuff came up in the chicken run. Normally they just scratch everything to pieces, but for some reason they let a few things grow. So let's take a look. And one of my favorite nasturtiums volunteers in our raspberry patch every year. This one is called Gleam Salmon. It's a really pretty orange color, but this one is almost done blooming. You can see all these seeds down here, but we've got a few blooms still left on it. Now here in another raised bed, we've got a really beautiful calendula that volunteered this year, and I don't know what variety this is, but it is really gorgeous. And I did just deadhead this I think last week, so all the blooms are looking really good, and we've got lots of new blooms that are starting to come out as well. I have a raised bed here that's got a few volunteers in it. We just opened this up because everything has been harvested out of this bed, so the chickens have been enjoying scratching through it. We've got some bolting greens still in here, but we've got some volunteer sunflowers. These are ones that I grew from Sunflower Steve in here last year. And we've got 2 of those that volunteered, really pretty. We've got one dill plant here that's already gone to flower. And all of these back here are volunteer potatoes. These are a purple fingerling, and I have no idea where they came from because I don't think I've ever grown a purple fingerling. I grew Ozette fingerlings in here before, but somehow we ended up with purple ones. So those have been growing in there every year for the last several years. Let's see, I think we had some volunteer greens in here, but I think they're all bolted. So, oh, we do have some volunteer calendula. We've got one here. It's mostly done flowering. We've got a few here, and then we've got another calendula on the other side that volunteered. This one is I don't know what the other variety is, but this one I'm pretty sure is called Butterfly, that I grew in here last year, and it's pretty much done flowering too. I've been trying to deadhead these, but the flowers just seem to die so fast. Now in the chicken run, we have got a jungle going on in here. So this is the first year we've ever had this much stuff growing in here. I don't know what's going on, but the chickens are not taking care of it, which is really surprising because we've got this scarlet amaranth growing in here. There's a bunch of it. And chickens love amaranth, so I have no idea why they let this grow and didn't eat it. We've also got a few weeds in here that I'm not sure what those are. We've got some more amaranth right there. What else do we have? We've got this purple flower is verbena. We've got some of that growing just outside of the chicken run right there, and it volunteered over here. We've got tons of purslane growing here. All this here is purslane, but it's growing everywhere. Then we've got ground cherries. So I think they pooped out the ground cherry seeds in here last year because I fed them a bunch of them last year, and it's growing all over the place in here. And we've got some chamomile growing here. These are our new little girls. They're getting so big. What else do we have? I think these are lamb's quarters here, which is a pretty common weed that we have. And then we've got a bunch of different mints that volunteered over here because I had a mint bed over there. I had about, 8 different varieties of mints, and I tore it all out because they got out of control. So they started volunteering in here. We've got, I can't really identify them, but I think this one is a different variety than this one. You can tell it's got kind of different colored leaves. And then we've got some self-heal Well, this is it right here. It's getting all dried out because we don't get any water in here. But this is a medicinal herb, and I have no idea how it got here because that's not something I've grown. But it's been volunteering all over the garden this year. And I think that pretty much covers the interesting things that we have growing in the chicken run. We've got a few volunteers popping up here in our in-ground bed. One of them that I'm pretty excited about is this cherry tomato. So it just started ripening at it's the beginning of August right now. And we've got some interesting shaped tomatoes on here. So they're kind of a little bit pear-shaped, and they're ripening to red. And I have no idea. I'm going to go ahead and pick one. I have no idea what variety this is because I don't remember ever growing a tomato this shape or color. So that's pretty cool. And then we've got some red amaranth there, scarlet I think it's called. That comes up in this bed every year. You can see there's a few of them coming up in there. And then we've got some cilantro, which also volunteers pretty often. It's already going to seed. And we've got a lot of volunteer potatoes in here as well. I did plant some in here, but we've got, let's see, I think the ones over here on this side are the volunteers, like this one here. This one has got a bunch of flowers on it, but this one is a volunteer. It's probably the tallest potato in this bed. And then we've got some volunteer straw flowers, maybe just one. It's a really pretty color. And let's see, what else do we have in here? I think we have some volunteer lettuce. That's an endive that's going to flower there. And then we've got, this is what it looks like before it goes to flower. But it's a really neat variety called Benefine. It's not bitter at all. One of my favorite endives. This one is a red pear variety. And this one I haven't grown in the garden for a few years. So I was kind of surprised to see that one popping up. But I did find an extra cage to put around it so that it's got some support. Normally I don't put any cages around volunteers, but I made an exception for this one because it was getting quite large. In the same bed on the other side, we've got another volunteer here hiding behind our potatoes. But this one, I'm not sure what variety it is, but it is a small orange, kind of yellow-orange cherry tomato. It's looking like it's about done producing, so I'm gonna start harvesting those guys. But they're almost, I thought it was going to be a spoon tomato, and I don't think I've grown an orange spoon tomato, but they are really small. We have our volunteer tomato plant growing outside of the compost bins and pretty much wood chips. And I wasn't sure if we were ever going to see any ripen because our chickens free range back here in the afternoons, and I didn't think they were going to let any ripen. But we have our first one starting to ripen. It looks like it's going to be a yellow variety, and I caught it before the chickens had a chance to eat it. I've kind of got it caged off a little bit just to keep some of it away from the chickens because they're kind of going to town on this one. I've got a few that are starting to ripen in there. So it looks to be a kind of a light orange, medium-sized tomato. Let's see if we can find one. I don't think there's any quite ripe, but the chickens have been nibbling on it. You can see there's one that the chickens got to right there. But most of it is still green. I have harvested a couple, but I think it's doing really, really good here in this spot. It's growing in the wood chips here outside of the compost, but I think it must be getting a little bit of nutrients from the compost as well. But I did trim this one back quite a bit earlier this season because it was just getting out of control, and it probably needs another good pruning. Hi, Luna. So here next to the chicken run, we've got a micro dwarf tomato that popped up. This one looks to be a red variety. I'll have to look and see what red micro dwarf I grew in the last couple of years. I only just recently started growing microdwarfs, but I grew a few in this bed over the last couple of years. Also here next to the chicken run, we've got a couple of celosias that popped up. We've got this one here. It's got a little bit of a fan here at the top. And then the bigger one is looking really good. This one I thought was pink Chanel at first, but the very top flower has a fan shape, and pink Chanel does not have the fan on it. But the weird thing is, I don't know, I think it might have crossed the pink Chanel that I grew in here last year, might have crossed with one of my fan shaped ones. I grew a couple fan shaped ones in here in addition to the pink Chanel. So I don't know. I thought that was kind of interesting. I might have to save some seeds off of that. But the one here that volunteered is actually looking a lot better than the ones that I started from seed in the spring. Just so you can see the comparison, this is the Dusty Rose that I grew this year. This is the one with the kind of fan-shaped tops. And then this is the pink Chanel, which is more of a feathery kind of flower. So it kind of seems like it might be a cross between that one and that one. I think this is our last of the volunteer cherry tomatoes. This one is growing next to our melons and our bigger tomatoes back there. But it grew right in here. So this is a cherry tomato as well. This one is a red variety, probably, I'm guessing, maybe Matt's wild cherry. I haven't grown too many small red ones like that before, so that's my best guess as to what that might be. We have a couple of cute little coleuses that popped up here in our rocks just outside of the greenhouse. I grew some coleuses there in the corner last year, so I don't know if that's where they came from, but this one is really pretty. We've got another little one here. I don't think that one's going to get much bigger, and then we've got this one here. Now here in the greenhouse we have one more tomato that appeared kind of late in the season. This one is pretty obvious what variety it is. It's actually my favorite cherry tomato. This is the Berry's Crazy Cherry, which this is the first year that I haven't grown it in a long time. So I was pretty happy to see it here growing in the greenhouse, and I'm glad it had enough time to ripen at least a few cherry tomatoes for us. If you had any volunteers pop up in your garden last season that was interesting or unexpected, tell me about them in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. You can also find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.